Welcome back to the second installment of Group Meetings. We got Kenny, Jacob, and Ethan here today. We're going to talk about what we went over from our last group meeting. Jacob.
All right. So last group meeting, we talked about making a presentation to present our green ideas to the Big Five store. Yeah, and then we also were going to search for an organization that can help with like our recycling ideas, and then also make a formal recommendation to the store like with our like about our green ideas and yeah. And then we are also going to create a cost benefit analysis of our ideas and to hopefully persuade the store into using some of our ideas. So if let's see.
So, what was the first thing?
So the presentation with our green ideas. So we made our presentation. We're planning on going over it tomorrow with our teacher. See what she thinks. Maybe get some ideas from her, which would be nice.
So yeah, we're just going to take what we learned from what my manager said, and we're going to discuss it over with her tomorrow with some of the ideas that we wrote down for our feedback that we got, and then we're going to make changes to the PowerPoint to give for the final presentation to the managers to see what we can do for in terms of bettering the company.
Right. And some of those were like what, like switching the lights, and
switching light bulbs.
What? Let's see. Less water waste, was it? Or no, it was the cardboard.
It was
right?
cardboard waste. Cardboard waste. Changing lights and opening up the doors more to cool down the stores.
And so you talked to some of your managers about, or to one of your managers about that. Like, have you gotten that chance to do that yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what did they think?
They really like the idea of opening up the doors. It's just now, as like a responsibility of me being an employee working on the floor, I have to clean more because obviously it just lets more dust in.
Mm-hmm.
But we clean every day, so it's just we got to clean more throughout the day to make sure you don't just you can just see dust on stuff. So it's just a little bit more work for us, but it's going to be saving money. I mean, who doesn't like saving money?
Yeah.
So I think it's a smart investment, and they really like that too. The light bulbs, that was a kind of a hard one.
Yeah.
Because
I was just wondering what they had said.
Because we'd have to go like super high up all the way to corporate to like change that.
Yeah.
I mean, my manager said he definitely email our district supervisor to see what he thinks about it, and then if he does like it, then we'll take it to our regional, and then we'll take it to like the head honcho supervisor of all the stores.
Yeah, bureaucracy. It's probably not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen, but they appreciated the idea of just trying to go LED to just save more energy. The light bulbs last longer, gives a brighter look to the store, and just trying to be more green. But
yeah.
I'm sure we'll think of something, especially with talking with Ms. Fuller tomorrow, of a new idea of something else that we can present to them as another idea. Because I mean, it's kind of hard to keep that. We kind of just got to toss that.
Yeah.
It was a good idea, but nothing much
we
can do there.
There's a reach.
And for the in terms of the cardboard, for when we're recycling most of our cardboard products after our truck, I contacted
what's it called?
It was a Chandler Recycling Solid.
Yeah. It's the Chandler Recycling Solid Waste Collection Center.
Yeah.
Yes. So that. So I contacted them about their routes in where their trucks go and how often they go, because they come to our store once a week, obviously. And then I asked about their process of sorting, because we throw our trash and our cardboard into the same dumpster that they take every week. So they do distribute the cardboard to go down one belt and then the trash to go down another belt. So they do a good job of splitting it up to recycle as much as they can. But I want to bring the idea to the table that if we can get a separate dumpster, I mean, it's kind of be tough to do, but if we can, because there's Lowe's is right next to us, Ross is right next to us, Dollar Tree's right next to us, Staples and Petco, in that we're basically just huge chain of stores all around the corner. So to see if we can split it up. Well, first off, I kind of like the idea because it'll make their jobs easier if they have a truck come that's just recycling, then they can just go place it here, and then we have one that's just trash, and then they can take it, place it here. I mean, yeah, it's a little less efficient because they have to send out 2 different trucks, but it's going to require a lot less manual labor, excuse me, for the people on the belts that are sorting out and
Right.
whatnot. So that's something that I brought up to them and seeing if we can do, but that's more of a us trying to figure that out to help better the company rather than the company going forward. So I'm just trying to figure out another way in which we can, as a company, to better take care of our cardboard products in terms of making them last longer, reusing them.
Yeah.
Because like one of the things I did enforce in our store, and they really liked it, is we have a clearance table of all of our clearance shoes, and they're marked down and whatnot. And usually we just have them stacked up on kind of like a table like this. We'll have like all the 7s, women's 7, 7.5, 8, and it gets really disorganized at the end of the day, and it takes like 30 minutes to reorganize everything and put the shoes back right and whatnot. But so to just take some of our boxes that we do from the truck, and they're pretty big boxes, probably maybe like almost 3 feet long, kind of 1.5 feet wide, made out of thick cardboard too, so it takes a lot for it to like rip and
Yeah.
deteriorate. And just to stack them in those boxes, so we don't have to throw out so many boxes, and we can just use those to
Maybe
re-put
start.
shoes in,
Yeah.
just to organize, and then just to have to throw away less. Obviously, when it gets used enough and it's going to get old, then we can recycle it. But as long as we can extend the lifetime of
Right.
cardboard, then that's what's going to be a better thing. Because that's one of the problems I think now with just our society as a whole is just we're making things to just
Throw away.
throw away. We're a
Oh,
throw
yeah.
perfect. We're a throwaway society. And we need to
Nothing lasts.
extend our products anymore. Like your phones are built to crack, to go bad
Yeah.
in a year.
Yeah.
So you buy the next one.
Yeah.
So just to help,
iPhone, they got sued
Yeah.
for that. For deteriorating their own software.
they did
their
to
updates.
try to get you to buy
Yeah.
their new phones. So in terms of just like retail, just trying to get us to use our materials that we get longer.
Right.
So that's just another thing that I can talk to my managers about again to try to figure out how are different ways we can incorporate that into our store to just better
You
make
guys-
the green company we're looking for.
Do you guys like these boxes like from the bath that you throw away at all as of now? Like, do you take them and use them anywhere? Because I worked at Target and we had 2 things like CRC and salvage boxes, which is like defective electronics and defective everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would take boxes from we had like a box press in the back, and I'd take those boxes and use them to put all that away. Then they send it, and then it all gets like recycled in the long run. Like we reuse boxes. Do you guys
Yeah.
have anything like
Yeah,
that?
we have a defective bin. Obviously,
do?
we're not necessarily, we're a really small store. We're not
Oh,
near
okay.
the size of scale of Target.
Well, yeah.
So we have a couple, 1 or 2 boxes that we ship back. Once we get our shipment in, then we take those boxes, put them on the truck, and then they get sent back
Oh,
to corporate for them to
Okay.
figure out how to handle the defective and recycle
Yeah.
and whatnot. So we do use a couple boxes for that, but most of the boxes we use in the back are just for organization of shoes and clothes and basketballs and what extra stuff we have in the back.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just we just toss them every week. So it's just
yeah.
trying to make them last longer or find more purposes for the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just go over like how we're gonna move forward, like what we plan on doing. So like I think that we should definitely go like talk with Miss Fowler or Professor Fowler tomorrow, and kind of get her ideas like on her presentation, finalize one, and then kind of like formally give it to your like the
Managers.
Yeah, your managers. And I think that's like a big thing that we need to do.
How would you do that? Like you could bring a laptop to work.
I could bring my laptop
Yes.
here because thankfully on like one of the days of the week, our truck day, all 3 managers are present at one point
Oh,
during the day
the truck days.
during our truck
Oh,
days.
nice. That's good.
because like our truck comes in at 3:30 in the morning on Tuesdays.
Oh,
So once like from 3:30 to 9, and then the next one shows up at like 7,
Yeah.
goes till like 3 or 4, and then the next one shows up probably like noon. Nah, they all three are present at when we open, because the first one only leaves not much longer after we open. So I just gotta find a time and just either to get them all together at once,
Mhm.
because we also have a manager in training who can sub in as a manager basically.
Yeah.
So what I can do is I can talk to her and get her to be on control of the floor and just what's going on in the store, if we have returns or gun sales or whatever. She can take care of those because she needs the training, obviously.
Mhm.
So just kind of throw her to the wolves a little bit, but also to get all three of my main managers in once for just a quick 10-minute, just get it done.
Yeah.
Say what I got to say because I've already been going over this with them.
Yeah,
they know.
Yeah.
So just get it done. If they have questions, and then just figure it out. Just trying to make it quick and efficient so we can continue business because we're a business. We're trying to make profit.
Right.
Yada yada yada. So I'll make it happen. It might take a little bit of work, but I'll make it happen.
Awesome. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else for?
We had to make the cost benefit analysis as well,
I mean,
right?
should we wait till tomorrow for that?
Well, yeah, but
'Cause I'm
like
a
I'm
little
just
bit-
saying we should mention it in the meeting at least.
Yeah, we'll bring it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because like once she finally gives us her input, then we can use our input and her input to finally figure out
Yeah, to know what will cost what.
what's
We don't
going to
know
cost.
what's
Right.
final.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll start finalizing stuff tomorrow, and then we'll move forward from there.
Awesome.
Is that it?
I think so. Or do you have anything else?
I can't really think of anything.
All right. Thank you for watching the second installment of Group Meetings. We will see you next time. See ya.